So, some people want to hear my take on the Jeffrey Epstein emails that were released recently, especially, the parts about President Donald Trump, because he's probably one of the most powerful men in the world, if not the most powerful man in the world, and Bill Clinton. So they accused, the current U.S. president and former U.S. president of doing nefarious things. Now, I like to think, these are shitposts by Jeffrey Epstein. I like to think, Jeffrey Epstein was out to get Donald Trump. He didn't like Donald Trump. He was trying to, slander or, sabotage his name and reputation. I don't think Donald Trump did any nefarious things. I don't know, I mean, who am I? Feelings are not facts. I don't have any evidence, anybody was doing any nefarious things, and I like to think, President Bill Clinton and Donald Trump weren't, doing nefarious crimes at some island. I like to think, that they were reputable people. I mean, I know, I know with Bill Clinton, there was the Monica Lewinsky scandal, which was, pretty bad, but, I like to think they weren't, hurting innocent children, I mean, so, on that note, I don't, honestly, I think they some people say the whole thing might be a hoax. Some people say the whole thing might be, I just don't know. But people have suspicions, and obviously, when you got somebody like, Jeffrey Epstein emailing about you, it's going to look suspicious and bad, and, make people raise their eyebrows and question whether you did anything nefarious or not, even if it's not true. I think he claimed, Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, did adult acts on each other, and apparently, I'm just assuming that's a shitpost and that didn't happen. But, people read that and they're like, oh, that must have happened. It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't take, Jeffrey Epstein's word as gospel and fact. He was some pedophile who was running a big scandalous ring and he went to prison. So he might be out to slander and sabotage some of these people's names too.